a well-known website in Malaysia. Like right now, it seems I am banned. Any woman from Malaysia and women from Singapore are now not allowed to respond to me. You know why? Because it's easy for them to travel. If I wanted to, if I'm stuck here in California, which is a beautiful place to be stuck, and I am grateful to Allah, Al-Rahman first, but I'm grateful to God through the agency of Governor Jerry Brown, as he had the courage to stand up because he found out about cases like mine via the politicians in San Francisco, select San Francisco politicians, and some of them that were from New York, let Jerry Brown know that there's a racist extremist contingent in the U.S. military, in the Homeland Security apparatus, particularly the TSA, the U.S. State Department, that wants to target blacks and marginalize them to make them lone wolf terrorism targets, and some from the Ashkenazi Jewish community. You know, as it was revealed recently when there was an anti-Semitic extreme former Jewish man who's a Coptic Christian, Brother Nathaniel, who comes on the look, take a look, who comes on the what do you call it, on the channel, Aki, yeah, you know, right now, the thing is, his brother Nathaniel was speaking against the Jewish community. And if you want to get anybody for being anti-Semitic or a threat, go after Brother Nathaniel. They don't, because Jewish life is sacrosanct. Anglo-Celtic life is sacrosanct, but Afro-American life, slave descendant, is not sacrosanct. They hate it, and particularly a party of the Republicans and the money elites don't like feeling indebted or that they owe Afro-Americans something. They're tired of that. People of my view are saying, okay, that's fine. You don't owe us anything, but let us earn our money. Let us work for our money legitimately and stay out of your way. That's not enough for them. That's not enough for them. So there are extreme elements in that. And I've been trying to get attorney legal representation for years. And there's an attorney, Hilda's out of Bellingham, Washington, who spoke on my behalf to the New York newspaper. And he yelled at me, said, I've been waiting 10 years for this $2,000+. I don't know exactly how much it is. I'm sick of talking to you, and I would never represent somebody like you. And he gave no explanation as to why. And he would even hang up the phone. A number of attorneys have done that here in the United States since the Snowden leaks. They have done that. They would not represent me. They would say they were interested, particularly attorneys like Bruce Fine and others. These are well-noted attorneys that they were interested, and then they would never call me back, as if they themselves were threatened by U.S. government officials not to talk about this racism issue. It is a strong racism issue. They don't want me to have reproduction. I'm going to show you now a number of law enforcement vehicles that are passing. They usually don't come past this way. You're going to see them that look like Ford SUVs. 2, 1. 1, that's one right there. 2, that's another one. Right there, 2. And the windows are all blackened, all darkened. 2 just passed by. You know, so the thing is, because while here in Fontana there is no real military, heavy law enforcement present. There's only Fontana Police Department here, and all of their vehicles are marked, not white, darker than California exempt SUVs. Because I just got a call from Enterprise Rent-A-Car since I just loaded up the card, the T-Mobile card this morning. And I have an email, and Enterprise Rent-A-Car has my email. They haven't sent me emails about any trouble as well. So I'm in a last-minute stretch, and I have no money. I'm out of money, and I've been trying to do all of this to have the truck ready so I can at least bring the truck up. See, once I drove, if I was able to drive the truck out of the Penske yard into Apex, my job would be secured. I would be signed on as a contractor, and I could work every night, 7 days a week. But no, this is not what some people want. So this particular masjid, I'm jumping around a lot of points. There's a Sudanese man who's got a pimped up Dodge Charger, whatever like that. You know, Sudanese man. A lot of these people, because of Afro envy, because a lot of Sudanese were the slaves, and Senegalese to some degree, the preferred servants of Arabs and other whiter skinned classes of Muslims, and very loyal because they would give them more food. They would have them to be more privy to a lot of things, and sometimes those Sudanese and other servants would have sex with the mistresses or with the daughters or with the handmaidens or the women of the Arabs, and they wouldn't know with their pomegranate penises and phalluses. They would have discreet sex, but they could never marry the woman, but they would be making love with the woman, like in a book, a torrential novel called Habibi, or illustrated novel, comic novel, Habibi, which I've never read it yet. I never had a chance to read it, about a black servant having intercourse with a higher Algerian or Moroccan and then run away with her. The servant Habibi. They've been doing a lot of that instead of outright nikah. See, so I'm a person for outright nikah, and I have been attacked left and right from the shuhud, the shayateen and ins, was shayateen and jinn, and from the ghayb, and with sihr and everything. See, when I came out the parking lot, it hit a normal curve. It should have never made that thing come off. That was a sihr thing. But right across the street was a girl, a Latina girl. She was looking in my direction, and then the man was holding her while she was looking my direction, and she was just sobbing incessantly. And I would get numerous situations where people would be hugging, and embracing, and they would look at me, and the woman would be sobbing, particularly Hispanic women. They would be sobbing. They would be sobbing incessantly, crying profusely. And in New York, people, we're not people of crying, and sobbing in tears. We're people of fighting back, but not fighting back radically. Sometimes perfunctorily, in a proper way. So this is a Mayday call, an SOS call to real Muslims, if there are any left. Because right now we are penetrated by a lot of munafiqeen and a lot of fasiqeen. And the combination of the two, we are penetrated. I repent of that. I was one of the fasiqeen with the pornography thing. But that's it. That's it. Whatever else I've had to do to eat or to get money or whatever is trying to survive, because law enforcement has been violating and raping the U.S. Constitution, saying that I do not deserve a livelihood. And something with a sexual tint to it too that I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Some attorneys do know, and nobody will tell me nothing. Which is why a very strong gay activist, LGBT, what they call a drag, Tommy, out of the Housing Rights Commission or Coalition in San Francisco committee, I think it's on South Van Ness, told me, he said, it's a shame that you have to purchase for justice. You have to buy justice in this country. I hate it. He said, I've always hated it. So I'm in a situation right now where Enterprise Rent-A-Car could report it, put a stolen vehicle report on it, and then I have no support from the Muslim community. When all I have to do is to have it paid for at least a week or a couple of weeks, it was just $700 and something. So they could cover, no, if I had $700 and something on my card, which I have this stupid card, which right now, if I wanted to load on the amount, I could do it, but it would take days to go on. When I have an emergency situation, it would take days to put the money on the card. I forget the name of the card right now because I haven't used it for so long. It would take me days, D-A-Y-S, plural, to put the money on the card. Days, literally days. And you don't have days. You have an urgent situation which needs like right now. So I have all this stuff in here because this society, and the card happened to be right there, right at the tip of my fingers. It's called Open Sky, which I thought it was a good deal. Initially, my name is Adam Jabril. That's my real name. But the thing is, I find out that company Open Sky, customer service 800-859-4412. Outside U.S. call collect 571 area code 526-3522. This card is issued by Capital Bank North America pursuant to a license from Visa. See, we Muslims could start our own company and banking structure and get a license from Visa without having to engage in the riba. Will they do that? No. So this is a shout out or appeal. Someone gave me what they call Somalia Mawis. I hear a UH-160 Black Hawk helicopter. Or with me, what has been assigned is an SH Seahawk helicopter. The Seahawk helicopter is an anti-terror variant. It is sometimes when I would be in LA, it would run over LA, Los Angeles, with the gun turrets open and the windows open. Over the major US city, it would run with the doors open, as if the man was inside, the gunner was hanging out targeting or practicing targeting. This is how racist these people are. They are extremely racist against black males in particular.